You got Ashton Kutcher in love with Mila Kunis on that 70s show. Then they break up for absolutely no reason after he starts hanging out with Diddy. Then he marries Demi Moore, who drained him of all the adrenochrome she can, and apparently he replenished himself by doing inappropriate things with her daughters.
One, yeah. Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. Can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. Jeez. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked, because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
Can't punk me. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table.
No more. Ashton's organization. Give it up for Ashton Kutcher one time. That's all we have. The whole UN, Malaria no more. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that we also buy some of those t-shirts.
It's been reported that Mila Kunis has ended her relationship with Ashton Kutcher after he was linked to the mysterious death of Brittany Murphy, as well as other crimes connected to Diddy. This has apparently been building for some time, but recent reports have brought to light some shocking and questionable parts of Ashton's past. From his attendance at Diddy's parties to some troubling remarks he made about Hillary Duff when she was just 15, people are now digging deeper into Ashton Kutcher's history, and what they're finding isn't looking good. So get ready, because what I'm about to share might completely change how you see Ashton Kutcher.
You heard about the reports that Ashton Kutcher, he's worried that Diddy might lie on his friends? You heard about that?
But that's what I've been saying. I said, if the federal government wanted somebody more than they want Diddy, if he has some information about some people that they would rather have other than him, he's able to get that information to them. But they gotta want it. They gotta want it. And Ashton Kutcher and him they were real tight. One time, me, him, Ashton Kutcher went to a Nets game, and we met Jay-Z there.
After months of non-stop rumors, the word on the street is that Mila Kunis has finally ended her marriage with Ashton Kutcher. This came after reports that the federal authorities might be reopening the case of Brittany Murphy's mysterious death. And honestly, if your wife wants a divorce after hearing the police are investigating a mysterious death that you're rumored to be involved in, you better start worrying, because that's definitely not a good look. Some people even think Mila may have uncovered proof linking Ashton to Brittany's tragic passing. If that's true, then it's almost certain that Diddy is involved too. The strange friendship between Ashton Kutcher and Diddy started in a very Diddy-like way. When Ashton was hosting MTV's Punk'd, he had the idea to prank Diddy. But before he could make it happen, Ashton got a phone call, and it wasn't a friendly warning. According to Ashton, Diddy called him directly and made it clear that it would be in Ashton's best interest to drop the idea. In other words, don't even think about pranking me now. You'd think a call like that would end any chance of friendship. But this is Hollywood. Instead of cooling off, that bold move from Diddy actually sparked a headline-making friendship that lasted for years. From that day on, Ashton and Diddy were inseparable, showing up together at red carpets, late-night talk shows, exclusive parties, you name it. Then came Diddy's legendary white parties, those lavish all-white dress code events in the Hamptons. Ashton wasn't just a guest. He raved about how amazing they were. He even told the Mirror that Diddy's parties were iconic, calling them a must-attend for any single guy who knew what was good for him. If you're single, there's probably no better person in the world to hang out with, Ashton said. This was 20 years ago, 19 years ago. We had a lot of fun together. Around that same time, shortly after filming Just Married, Ashton didn't waste any time diving back into Hollywood's dating scene. Within months, he started dating his co-star Brittany Murphy. Their on-screen chemistry spilled over into real life, and by 2003, rumors of an engagement were everywhere. They were even seen wearing matching rings, which sent the tabloids into a frenzy, but just as fast as it started, their romance ended. After about 5 whirlwind months, Ashton and Brittany split, and now things get even more intense. Enter Demi Moore. The very same month Ashton and Brittany broke up, Ashton was already linked to Hollywood icon Demi Moore. May 2003 marked the start of one of the decade's most talked about relationships. Despite their 15-year age difference, Ashton and Demi went all in. They became red carpet royalty, known for their public displays of affection and blended family moments. By September 2005, they were officially married. Ashton didn't just take on the role of husband. He embraced being a stepfather to Demi's 3 daughters with Bruce Willis. During all this, rumors swirled about why Ashton and Brittany broke up. The word was that Ashton had tried to pull Brittany deeper into Diddy's Hollywood lifestyle, if you catch my meaning, but Brittany didn't want any part of it. Some conspiracy theories say Brittany had evidence about what Ashton and Diddy were up to and was threatening to go public. Then, suddenly, just days after she was allegedly planning to expose them, Brittany died under mysterious circumstances. The story is eerily similar to what happened to Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, who also passed away shortly after rumors circulated that she was about to reveal Diddy's true nature. In the days before her death, Brittany Murphy reportedly became deeply paranoid. Friends say she was convinced someone was out to get her. This wasn't just normal worry, she took serious steps to protect herself. She installed fingerprint recognition locks and a full CCTV surveillance system at her home, almost like she was trying to lock herself away from a threat she believed was closing in. Those close to Brittany said her fear was real and intense. She confided in friends about strange incidents and people she didn't trust being around her. Some dismissed it as Hollywood anxiety, but the fear was palpable. After Brittany's death, Ashton released a statement. On Nightline in May 2010, he said, "When you go to a party and everyone's just standing around with the music playing, you know sooner or later someone will start dancing. She was always the first person to dance. I try to celebrate who she was, not to make sense of it, because there's no sense in making sense of it." Fast forward to November 2011, rumors about Ashton's cheating started swirling, and soon after, Demi more publicly announced their split. The media frenzy that followed was intense. Demi had stood by Ashton for years, but the rumors were too loud to ignore. By December 2012, Ashton officially filed for divorce. The process was messy and dragged on for nearly a year, finally ending in November 2013. But while his marriage to Demi was falling apart, Ashton's personal life was quietly changing. By 2012, right in the middle of the divorce, Ashton had already started dating Mila Kunis. The timing raised some eyebrows since he was still legally married to Demi while starting something new with Mila. Once everything was settled, Ashton and Mila became inseparable, beginning a new chapter in their lives. But now that chapter appears to be over. Looking back, Ashton's past raises more questions than answers. When Diddy ended up behind bars, Ashton didn't just step away quietly. He made a clean break. Sources say Ashton went to great lengths to cut ties with Diddy, so much so that Mila reportedly drew a firm line. No more contact with Diddy ever. That decision didn't come out of nowhere. Ashton has a history of friendships with questionable people. The last time Ashton publicly supported a friend facing serious allegations, the fallout was huge. In September 2023, Ashton's old buddy Danny Masterson, yes, from that 70s show, was convicted of raping 2 women in 2003 and sentenced to 32 years to life in prison. Masterson denied the charges, but the jury's verdict was clear. What really set social media on fire wasn't just the conviction itself, but the fact that Ashton and Mila, along with other famous names, wrote glowing character reference letters for him. That's right, Ashton Kutcher, known for his activism against human trafficking and abuse, vouched for a man found guilty of violent crimes. Their letters described Masterson as a devoted family man and a moral example, even calling him a role model. The internet exploded with accusations of hypocrisy. How could someone who co-founded Thorn, an organization protecting kids from exploitation, defend a convicted abuser? Ashton's reputation took a hit. Fans and critics were furious that someone seen as a voice for survivors would support a convicted offender. The backlash was loud and relentless. Ashton and Mila scrambled to contain the damage. With cameras rolling, they posted a joint apology video on Instagram, expressing regret and acknowledging the pain their letters caused. But to many, the apology felt late and insincere. More of an attempt to stop the backlash than a true apology. Ashton Kutcher's carefully built image as an activist, tech entrepreneur, and family man started to crumble after one shocking revelation after another. And yes, the resurfaced punked clip and his ties to a darker side of Hollywood have many people questioning who Ashton really is behind the scenes. The clip of his comments about Hillary Duff when she was just 15 was nothing short of shocking.
In Lizzie McGuire, she also has an album out. She's going to be in a movie called Cheaper by the Dozen, and she's one of the girls that we're all waiting for to turn 18, along with the Olsen twins. Any 15-year-old
Ashton Kutcher once joked about a 14-year-old becoming legal, mentioning Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen in the same sentence. This wasn't just edgy humor, it was an openly predatory comment. Back then, people might have shrugged it off as boys will be boys or shock humor, but today no one accepts that excuse, and rightly so. Those comments weren't just tasteless, they were dangerous, especially coming from someone who later built a reputation as a protector of young people from exploitation. And don't forget the bet Ashton made with Danny Masterson about kissing Mila Kunis when she was only 14. Even though Ashton and Mila eventually got married, hearing that story now makes your stomach turn. Mila has talked in interviews about how awkward and nerve-wracking her first kiss was, especially since it happened on camera and with someone 5 years older. Learning it was part of a bet only adds a deeper level of exploitation. Then there's Ashley Ellerin, a 22-year-old fashion student Ashton was dating who was brutally killed in 2001. Ashton later testified in court, saying he went to her home that night, saw what he thought was a wine spill, and left after she didn't answer the door. The next morning, Ashley's roommate found her stabbed 47 times by the now-convicted serial killer Michael Gargiulo, known as the Hollywood Ripper. Ashton's involvement wasn't criminal, but his testimony was crucial in the trial. Still, it adds to the unsettling list of dark connections around his life. His relationships, parties, and friendships that now seem sinister when looked at closely. When you step back, the pattern is deeply troubling. Joking about underage girls becoming legal, kissing a 14-year-old as part of a bet, writing letters supporting a convicted rapist, attending infamous Hollywood parties thrown by men under federal investigation, and being connected, whether through poor judgment or blind loyalty, to a brutal murder. For a man who once testified before Congress to protect the vulnerable, Ashton Kutcher's legacy is now full of contradictions. People are asking how much of his image was real and how much was just a cover. At this point, many wonder, is Ashton just another Hollywood figure wearing a carefully managed mask, or is there a darker truth we've been ignoring for too long? What do you think about this shocking story? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to check out our other videos so you stay updated on all the latest news. Till next time, bye!